I want to talk about how to take a graph from Logger Pro and put it somewhere else. So let's suppose I have this graph, which I have a graph. I've got a graph, and I'd like to put it into a Word document. So here's my Word document. My Word document says, here is a velocity versus time graph. Okay. And I'm going to paste the graph in here. Now, lots of folks at this point will take a screenshot. And I want to encourage you not to do that. A whole variety of reasons, not worth going through all the details right now. But basically, if you copy this, if you take a screenshot, you're basically saying, where are all of these pixels? And that's fine, but it's not so great for resizing. If you actually copy this, you're getting a vector graphic that when you resize it will still look nice, and that's important. So I want to take this graph and I want to copy it and paste it into Word. No big deal, right? I'm going to copy. I'm going to go edit. I'm going to say copy. Oh, by the way, notice I have the graph selected. We can see the little handles on the outside. So I'm going to go say edit, copy, or you go Command C. Now I have it in the clipboard. I can switch over to Word and I can go paste. Paste. Good. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but this graph looks terrible in here. And the reason the graph looks terrible in here is that it's just like not the right size. Like if I'm trying to read this here, it's like these numbers are very, very small. So in order to get a decent copy-paste, you have to do this little counterintuitive trick, which is this. I'm going to go here to Logger Pro, and I'm going to actually make this smaller. But notice that as I make the graph smaller, all of the text and numbers stay the same size. Because they're staying the same size, they are now bigger in proportion to the whole graph. So when we bring them over, they're going to be more readable. I find for me, I usually get good results when I make the graph on screen about a quarter the size of my screen. Now also I'm looking at this and going, oh, if this data here is important, that's going to be hard to read too. I may go to graph options here and be like, oh, appearance, let's make this not 9-point text, let's make it 12-point text. And so this will be a little more readable when I bring it over. So now I'm going to click on my graph to select it, hit Command C for copy, and go over here. I'm going to get rid of this thing and go paste. Much more readable, much more readable. Is this high-level science? No, it is not. Is it an important communications tool? Yes, it is.